Hi, this is Kat with Kat's Crazy 3D Printed Critters, and today I, for the first time ever, painted a sweater. I normally don't do anything like this. I don't paint clothes. I've been known to do murals and walls. Here in a second, I have to get up and chase my baby pigs out of the house. My sweater will slip. Um, but as soon as I saw this hoodie, I got it from Spirit Halloween. My daughter got one too, but I didn't paint hers. She didn't want me to. I knew what I wanted to do. Oop, there it goes. Bye-bye, piggies. Okay, now I'm back. So I looked up, or I tried to find, people who've done something similar, like on Pinterest, and this is going to be going on Pinterest, but it starts on YouTube. Um, and I couldn't find anything because I looked up like rainbow bones or painting rainbow bones, and I got a whole lot of other affiliated rainbow whatnots. And it was not what I was trying to do. So I kind of had to pull this idea right out of my head. This whole project took me Well, this part of it took me almost 2 hours this morning. I had already done the sleeves on both sides, and I think they were 30 minutes apiece, and then I'd done the backbone in approximately an hour. Probably not a whole hour, but I'd already done it. This is the last part I have to do, and it was the biggest part. I didn't want the color. I didn't want to color in the bones. I wanted to like highlight color the bones, and I had initially done it in acrylic marker. And that's the color you see that's already on there, but I didn't like how pastel it looked. I even did it in 2 different shades to highlight front and back bones, but I didn't like that either. And so I pulled out my paints, which are exceptionally permanent, and I'm using your standard 5 Roy G. Biv colors, red, yellow, orange, blue, green, violet, and they look so much more vibrant here. And of course, I have a little bit of a glitter addiction, like a major glitter addiction in everything I do. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you would know that I print my, I paint my 3D print. And they always come out, really pretty and really sparkly. And I wish the camera captured just how really cool they are. But people who have them can tell you. I do a pretty good job painting them. And in this video, you can't really see because I sped it up, thankfully. Um, it looks like I know what I'm doing. I do have some experience painting, but not so much painting clothes. And I was really worried about the camera angles, but watching it back, I can see that actually I did a pretty good job, and I'm kind of proud of myself here. Anyway, I just wanted to like outline, and I didn't want it to be like one bone be one solid color because I thought that'd be kind of boring. I guess it would have been fine, but I think this interactive dual tone to tritone bones that I do in the rainbow colors came out really nice. And then I just kind of wanted to show you guys my process, I suppose, is called. I'm not very good at these voiceovers. This is also my first time voicing over. So if you like it, make sure to comment and subscribe, right? Anyway, yeah, you can see I didn't really know what I was doing or wanted to do when I initially marked out the color tones. So like that very chest piece is very red dominant, orange dominant, and when I'm going back over it, you could see I don't necessarily follow the exact color pattern because I wanted it to be a little bit more flashy, I guess, not just all one tone, because it's just how it kind of came out. And I went, blue, green, yellow, because green is a mixture of blue and yellow. And then I did yellow, orange, red, because orange is a shade of red. But I don't know why I went blue, green, yellow, orange, yellow, red, and then I like purple, blue. That I should have just kind of gone in order, but I guess I was following the chromatic color scale here. I still think it came out pretty all right. Um, and it's just for me. Literally a project, probably the first project I've done for myself in a long, long time. And yeah, it's just for me to wear, around town doing things and be like, oh, did you paint that? Because everybody who knows me, every place I go, I live in a very small town, be like, yes, of course I did. You can see it on YouTube. Here I am. So hi guys who noticed that I'm here and that I'm painting. This is what it looks like when I paint. As I attempt to ignore the camera but still be cognizant of the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. And yes, I'm pretty fidgety, but this was a really kind of a big sweater. I'm a big girl, so the sweater has to be kind of big. And maintaining all that fabric, moving it around, and trying not to smudge the paint or get it on me, which I failed in multiple occasions, um, was definitely a challenge. And I was worried you wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing, but actually, I think it came out pretty good. I think the whole project came out pretty good. And I didn't really want to worry too much about tightlining, or I wanted it to be a little bit messy, a little bit irregular, because bones themselves aren't perfectly smooth. They're not like polished unless you polish them. And so I wasn't like, trying to be realistic in the slightest, and I wasn't trying to be a perfectionist either. I'm not a very good perfectionist. I think I failed that class maybe twice. But it works for me. It kind of keeps the creativity loose and flowing. Yeah, the sun finally came out in North Dakota, and it decided to be blinding. It came out and chose violence here. In a minute, I'll take a lunch break and I change the camera angles because I was worried you really couldn't see what I was doing. And, well, with the sun on me, you can't. Look, I'm haloed. See, lunch break. But you can see what I'm doing quite a bit better here. And I really tried to make those colors, blend as best I could. So it wasn't like a hard change, but more like an ombre change. And I really wanted you to be able to see those bones that are behind. I didn't want it to be confused with the front bones, the front of the rib cage. And so I tried to make it look a little more shadowy, I guess, as best I could with the color. Because some of the colors kind of matched up, but I think I managed that pretty okay too. Kind of proud of myself here for it being a first time project. Down the front of the backbone. If you want, after this video, and if enough people comment, I'll take a picture of me in it if you want. Not that I'm a very interesting person to look at, but you could see how it looks, in real life versus just on my art table. So yeah, it was like a 2-hour process to get this much done, and I've condensed it down into about 10 minutes. And if you stuck around this long, woohoo! Thank you. You're amazing. You're a champ. Yeah, I've never really done a voiceover. Maybe I'll do more if you guys like them enough. I could totally do voiceovers. I'm good at monologuing. I could have been a villain in another life. I'm not, of course. I'm just a Midwest mom. That'd make kind of a cool book. Midwest mom turned villain. Wahahaha. No? Okay, I won't. Yeah, see, even the black and white version of the bones has dips and dents and glints that I tried to highlight and color shift. My port for on my computer that my camera plugs into, so my camera's old and my port's going out, so it kind of blips in and out a little bit. And I didn't mean for that to happen, so I've got like little 1-minute sections here and little 2-minute sections there. So when I was editing this, I'm like, oh no! But here we are. And then I'll flip it in a second, which you don't see is me waiting. I paused it and then I restarted it and I made it look like one shot. And I flip it over because otherwise if I'd flipped it over wet, it'd be all over everywhere. See, and there it is. And then I pick up the camera so you can see the whole thing, and I'm not very good at it. And it goes like really super high speed. There's my phone camera that I added into this because it's got better picture on it, I suppose, because my camera, I think, is going out. It lets in too much light and it just like bleeds all the color out. And I really wanted you to see how good it looks. Anyway, thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm Kat from Kat's Crazy 3D Printed Critters. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to hear more of me blathering on. Have a wonderful day.